के वो हस्ती वो निशान, जिनके सवालों में छोड़ी वो रस्में वो मकाम। गुजरे थे कितने सुबह शाम, जिनके ख्यालों में बस आखिरी उनको सलाम।
Hi, today we have with us the band who has managed to win hearts across the nation and entire Delhi University. We'd like to welcome Raman Negi, Ramit Mehra and Sahil Sareen from Local Train. And we'll join Paras very shortly.
Yeah, if you hear the guitars, that's Paras doing a sound check. We are actually doing a sound check at Hard Rock Cafe Saket right now, and we have a due bit. So yeah.
So, how are you guys?
Well, half asleep. Not like we had a show yesterday in Chandigarh, so we just came back in the morning. But yeah, we are pumped up.
Look at the size of that coffee. That's just for the sound check.
We are pumped up. We have been on a tour for the last 10 days, 2 weeks, and the tour has been sold out. And today also is sold out. We are very pumped up to play. This is going to be the last show for this tour, and then we go back and write a third album. So that's what the.
Alright. First question, and everybody wants to know this. Why is the band called the Local Train?
Oh come on! I have answered this question to you so many times.
Yeah, but the fans do not know that.
Well, guys, this is for the last time we're gonna say it. In 2008, we recorded a song. We have a tiny song called Chulo. We recorded that as a demo and home demo, and we wanted to upload it. And we had this was a website called myspace.com, and we uploaded that, and we just decided a random name, and that's how it is. We did a profile name, so we just put that, and then the song got popular, famous, and then now we are stuck with the name. There is no special story behind it.
Like how a lot of kids are named in this country, I think. Not a lot of thought is given.
Alright. So we all know that the inception of the Local Train goes back to Chandigarh and Delhi, and that you have in fact you've said on record that performing here feels like home. What is the one thing that you miss the most about Delhi or Chandigarh when you're away from home and in the tours and everything?
Food.
Yeah, definitely. My cats, man, I have these cats.
Our food, our cats, and
I miss spending time with my parents.
yeah, man, our families live here, and we are usually away from them most of the time. So there are a lot of things because we've grown up in Chandigarh, and now we live in Delhi for the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Like I've been here since a decade, but as a band we shifted here 5 years ago, and this is our place. This is where we make music. So of course, it's special for us.
So, what is that one thing which makes the entire band? That one special thing?
Food.
I think what keeps us together is that we are very mean to each other. When we make songs, it's like we always want to just make fun of each other. And what makes the band? I don't know how to answer that.
I think we figured out a way to communicate, although all four of us are very different people. That's what happens with four different people coming from different,
I like the shirt.
ways of, living.
Look at that.
So what happens is that you have to give space for everyone, and that we kind of fell into that over the years, So it's I think that's one thing.
Yeah, that's very well put. The thing is, we are four different, and we have our own thing going on as per people, but as a band, as an ideology that we had, we connected on that how we wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Because we write and we produce our own music, and we release independently on our own. And actually, if you really look at it, we don't really say it often, but actually we are our own label, right? So we produce our videos, we produce our albums, we produce our own tours. Our management is there, Spectral Himanshu, and this is what our team is. Very small team, but that's what we are actually this whole thing is held together by that we actually believe in one thing and then we follow it, no matter how different we are in our opinions about other stuff. So yeah.
So we also learned that the band members stay in the same house.
Yes.
And so, just a generic question the fans want to know: what's a normal day in the house looks like? Who gets up first? Who does what? What's it?
We live together, four of us, and then Sahil wanted to play drums in the house. So Sahil moved out a couple of months ago, but he lives very nearby. He's got his own pad where he has set up his own studio. we three are there, and but before I further go on this question, but we recorded Waqif at our house. The four of us lived there. The album was recorded there, produced there. Everything was done there. It was a sort of like a recorded at home. That's why it's good. Yeah, because we discussed that because we were discussing writing Waqif, that how do we do this, and Sahil asked me like the vocals have to be recorded that way and how do you want to pursue it, and I said, man, I just want to be comfortable, and then we decided कि एक काम करते हैं, less keep
I think that makes a huge difference to the process, because if you are just spending all your time on the road, traveling in back and forth to the studio, just timings,
Yeah, so with that advice, we took the studio and we set up this like a home studio.
Yeah.
We got all the gear and we ran wires from each other's room. So we had like wires running from everybody's room to other rooms, and we had like systems running, and we could just sit in any room and just sing and record or whatever. So we did that. Workstations kept changing. Yeah.
So the back and forth was very quick.
Yeah.
You could just throw a stem at somebody and they'll go like, oh, he's a part by the end of the evening.
Yeah, so it was very easy to share ideas, and that's why we could record so many songs and reject so many songs, and got down to a point where we like, these are the 8 songs we want to release. No, that was Waqif. Now I think we 4 have gotten better as musicians and better as how we discipline our life around this life, and we all, if you're asking who wakes up early, we all wake up early now. It is just like a house. We just I can hear Ramit plays bass, I can hear Paras plays guitars, and they can hear me singing, and the normal day is just like, some days we get up and anybody has an idea, so we just gather in that guy's room and just start like sleepy, oh man, but it's too early, man, and we do that. But now that's going to happen more, because now, as I said, we're going to write the 3rd album. We already writing the ideas. So yeah, a normal day in TLT's house is basically lot of cats, good coffee, and people do yoga. I'm not going to say who. Lot of plants in the house, lovely cats again, and
There's 2 normals. The other normal is you're all packing your bags and leaving, and coming back and sleeping, and packing your bags and leaving and coming back.
There's a lot of cocktails lying around.
yeah, there's a lot of sharing of ideas. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's like we don't even feel that way, that we have been together for so long. It's just like normal. Sahil comes home, we go to his place. It's very normal. We have
We keep moving in and out. Like, I'm gonna move out right now. They're calling me. Okay.
Can you send Paras?
What is your sense of fashion when it comes to performing? As in, like, how do you like to dress? Because we've always seen you in very comfortable college-like clothing, which the students generally look up to. So
yeah, we just stay away from like coats and stuff, right? With like this gaudy shabang, chamkila stuff, right? You see all these Bollywood actors, they come on stage in a college, we're like, whoa, that jacket is killing me.
And there are times when we just head straight to the sound check and there's no time really, so we like to be comfortable.
Fashion sense is just what you guys are wearing. We're just like that, man. That's a 21 Pilot t-shirt, right? That's cool.
I have played these exactly like this.
Yeah, we don't really think, like, what is fashion? It's just how you express yourself, right? Who cares what people think? If you're comfortable and if you carry it off, you can carry it off anything.
And moreover, the students look up to you because such comfortable clothing, they can genuinely think, yeah, they are one of us. And that's why I guess they connect the most to you.
Maybe, but we want them to know that clothing doesn't mean anything, guys. It's just, we just feel what we wear, what we feel. We don't really
With what you're doing.
like. Someday we want to just play half naked, all of us, like, but we're not there yet, right? Every bad man will be like, man, I want to be fit, man. But that's our promise to each other. Someday we 4 are going to walk on stage.
He's lost so much.
We're going to just walk on stage and get fit. But we'll get there. Right, look.
I'm trying.
Alright, so the band has just released the Gustakh video. Can you elaborate on the concept of the whole video?
Well, Gustakh is a song. When we wrote it, first of all, it's our favorite song from the album.
Yeah.
Because
Represents our sound.
Yeah, but it represents sounds really well. And so Gustakh was the 6th song that we wrote. And by that time, we had written Dil Nawaz, Khudi, Aakhri Salam, Aftab, Mere Yaar. So by that time we knew that we have solid 4 or 5 songs at our hands. You know, as an artist, writing the album, you know, okay, we have like good 4 or 5 songs. And we had other songs also that we rejected, which you're never going to get to listen. But maybe later, 20 years later or whatever. But B-sides. So Gustakh is a song about a traveler. Like it's written as a folk tale, like a traveler meets a leader and he tells him, Rehnuma means leader. So if you read the lyrics, they're like, Wo gumnaam mila yahan, and the quote starts. What he says to the leader, that we live in different times and times are progressing and we can't really make rules for the present with the rules of the past, you know, whatever beliefs we have. And like how people say that this is the culture that we have to follow, we think that we are the culture, you and us, what we built, that is the culture of this time. So that song is about that we gotta make decisions, right decisions according to this time and not fall into a, you know, like a trap of, oh, that's how we used to do it and we should follow that. No, it's not, song is not about that. And the video actually takes this thought to another level and actually shows what happens, how the sort of world we live in. But it is actually about a guy who is trying to save the city from, you know, from what are you called, like an atrocity, like a Teddyzilla, like a Godzilla in the thing, right? And he just wants to save his city, nothing else, at any cost. And that's what the song is about, to fight for the right thing, even if you don't get recognized. That is what actually the video says. Gustakh's video is about.
Exactly.
And yeah.
So, how many shows have you done in the last 1 year? And any special memory from the Waqif tour?
Wow. Waqif was released in January last year. And since then, I think we have done like 130, 135 odd shows. There have been tons of memories. Even the last year we did the summer tour and it was also sold out. And we played SRCC, that was a kick-ass show this year, Crossroads, right? What was the other college, what was the place? We had like, we can't even remember because it's just like it's like one big show.
Yeah, the whole 1.5 years has been one gigantic show, because like you get to play the same songs everywhere.
And how songs have grown and how you will see today, like we are surprised that people sing all the songs. They're singing guitar parts.
Okay, like the memory you're talking about, I think we can't say like a specific memory, but what we can say is that this is what's happened, okay? Like, because every album has those radio hits that everybody remembers in the beginning. It starts like that. Yeah. So with us, the same thing happened. Like the popular songs, you start playing, you know, even from the new album, everybody starts singing along in the audience. It's a very good feeling. But by the end of this leg, like by now that we're finishing the chapter of Waqif or like whatever is happening, now people have started singing those songs that, you know, they've never...
Which we really felt. Like, for example, a song like Aakhri Salam. Yeah. We all are really connected to that song because that song really represents the four of us and what we think. And also that shaped how Waqif turned out, you know. Khudi was first and Aakhri Salam was second song, right? We wrote. So that defines how the album is going to be. So to see that song without any single or any video gets that response and people sing that song, that is the best feeling, that your fans actually get you. You know, that is beautiful. That is what...
Exactly. So that journey of like, you know, where every song now has its own place.
Its own place, yeah.
It feels nice.
It feels really nice.
Right. Raman, so you went on record saying that you left your job back in 2012 with an MNC and started working on the band more seriously. And then you produced Adas Ke Ped in 2013 and it took some time to release officially. So what gave you the courage to quit your already existing job in 2012 and get back to the music production thing?
Funny thing, I met Ramit and he was without a job. Then I met Sahil, he was without a job. Then I met him, he left his college. So it was a no-brainer, to be very honest. Like these guys, so I was like, man, but these guys did not want me to leave my job because they were like, you make money and we have a house in Delhi, so we should use that house, and we did that. But by 2012, by when we started recording, so it was a decision that we have to take this forward like that, and I mean, I more than being crazy, I think it was a smart decision for the four of us to leave everything and be together in it and just do that. That's how it happened, and it took us so many years to release Alaska Fade, right? We recorded it in 2012-13, man. It took us 2 years to just put it out because we were really broke and nobody would understand that this band actually wants to release the songs like that. Like we want to make like videos and like which means something, which shows in how we want us to show. But nobody was like, this is not, and we were like, okay.
Yeah, that was our first experience also, like as a band. Like, you know, we were all like very young and trying to do something like at that level. We were all very young and at that level, and we really wanted to do justice to the vision that we had. But it took us so long to put it out because, you know, like the vision wasn't meeting the product like for the longest time.
Yeah.
So it took us a while like to like for us to be like, you know, like decently satisfied with it.
Yeah, we did the retakes of the songs like
In different cities.
in different cities. Like we kept recording the songs over and over and kept writing. Once upon a time we were just like, man, this is enough. This should go out. But we kept working on the songs, and as I told you that TLT is just not any other band. We took this upon us to release it as producers, as we saw that there is no record label who's going to do this how we see it, and how the audience sees the bands, right? So that's what I was saying, that the vision that we had was just not. We knew we had some decent songs on our albums, and we just want to push them as much as we can. So there was nobody. So we just decided that we're going to do everything on our own, and now we have a very healthy channel on YouTube. That's our channel, and we have like around 3 lakh subscribers, and that's more than we want, to be very honest. Because those guys, we love you guys. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right. So we as fans often intrude in celebrities' privacy and their private space without realizing it. And have you ever had such awkward or hysterical fan interaction?
Yes.
Every day. But we don't. I mean, people have followed us to our houses and whatnot, airports and.
In the last store only.
Yeah.
You know, like a bunch of people followed our car from the venue.
From the venues, and you know, it's just like.
Yeah, they were like, "Where's the after party?"
And you were like, dude.
I saw this story last night on my friend's Instagram, so I can relate where this went.
We were like, this was the 5th show in the last 5 days. What do you mean party? We're gonna go sleep. So but we understand they are fans and they are enthusiastic. But you know, it happens, man. It happens to everybody. We're okay with it.
Right. Okay, so we know what made the TLT. We know how the name got the inception. But what were your first impressions of each other? Like the day you met, the day you saw each other. How was it like?
Oh man.
I don't even remember.
I don't even remember. I remember meeting Ramit, and he was the first guy to tell me, man, we can do something about it. I remember meeting Sahil, and Sahil was like, because he was playing in so many bands before any one of us. He was like a scene drummer, and he was like, what is your plan? And I was like, this guy is like really stuck up, man. Like he's like really proper with us, what the hell? I remember meeting him, and he had dropped out of Peck, and I asked him, sir, what's your scene? And he's like, I just dropped from Peck. And I was like, so you gonna not? He said, I'm gonna do this full time. I was like, that's cool. The first impression was, man, we don't remember that, but it was pleasant, to be very honest. Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked.
And what was your first impression of Ramit?
I'll tell you what happened, okay? Actually, I don't even remember like clearly, but I had no intentions of. I was really desperate to, make and perform music. Been that way since school, everybody had the same feeling, you just gotta somehow do something, take an opportunity and just somehow mold it in a way that I should be able to perform or make music. So I had left my college because I was leaving, and my plans of leaving and maybe studying music outside the country is what I was thinking, that was the thing. I just randomly got a call from this one guy called Ramit on the phone one day, and he wanted me to play with him and Sahil for a different project. Okay, like a different project, like a commissioned work, whatever. While we were on our way to that project is when they told me, oh, by the way, we have a band also. And there's another guy in the band, Raman, there's another guy in the band, and we're planning to make original music and all of that, and blah, 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 blah. So my I was so desperate to like make music with people who want to make music and not covers. People who are like actually like serious about this, and you know, and meeting people who are like way elder to me at the time. So my first impression was like, okay, finally I met a bunch of people who know what they're doing. So like, you know, like let's see what happens, you know.
Time, one last question, message for your fans. That's it.
Guys, thank you so much for all the love over the years, and we are really grateful. We're just not saying, we are very, very grateful. This is Abhishek Nag, our tour manager. You gotta take the cut and put the, I told you, all the guys. Hi Abhishek sir. And he is now here to take us to the sound check. But thank you so much, we are really grateful. Sahil is not here, Amit is not here, but they are here in the spirit, they are outside doing the sound check. We are going, after this, we have started writing a third album. And we're gonna release the third album next year, that's our plan. And you're gonna hear some new music very, very soon. But thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Letting us do what we want.
And we liked you, Beat. Thank you so much for all the lovely questions, and thank you so much.